dealt with their threat and waited for our opportunities. I think we turned the ball over too many times, so we gave them the ball back to allow them to have, their quality to have the ball too much. But and we spoke about that at half time. We had a few opportunities to score in the first half, which were, really good opportunities and didn't. Jamie Allen thankfully scored the first goal for us after a really good move and a good pass from Viktor, a really good release pass, good weighted pass, and Jamie found the top of the net really nicely. So brilliant, 1-0 up, and you're looking to try and eke out some more opportunities for yourselves. We spoke at half time about staying, make sure that we're calm on the ball when we receive the ball, when we get the ball back, because we'd spoken all week about we'd have to be good in possession against these, and we weren't good enough, although we were good enough to open them up 3-4 times. So the lead was important. Taking the lead was important against these. Crowds were lively, both the whole crowd was lively, both sets of supporters drove us on, and when we were sort of starting to tire a little bit, they found that extra little bit, and the changes we ended up making, obviously they end up with Casey doing his hamstring, and then really knowing that we haven't got any other midfield players available to us at the moment, which is difficult because they make changes of that afterwards to try and exploit that. Josh Wilson-Esperand in an unfamiliar position, but he did pretty well, and we made sure that we didn't give them any openings, too many openings really to hurt us. And I thought the back line defended really well. We ended up getting out to try and engage them a little bit further away from our goal, which was necessary and pleasing. But also we kept a threat, we were a real threat. The changes that we made obviously gave us another player alongside Viktor. The move for the goal was outstanding, for the second goal was absolutely outstanding, and nothing more than Viktor deserves after the work that he's put in today. The whole team behind him, obviously Brooke Norton-Cuffy's run was outstanding. The pass to Gus and the first time release, the reverse pass back into Matty Godden, again outstanding. First touch, great ball in, goal. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. The two goals were fantastic. The only downsides were Casey obviously coming off, feeling his hamstring. Hopefully he's okay, but we'll have to wait and see. And the goal we conceded right at the death. If you score a goal and celebrate and over-celebrate, and great, no problem, but get back in and switch on and don't give them that opportunity. We had an opportunity to clear it, we didn't take it, and then they ended up with the ball, with Doyle with the ball at his feet, and he picks the top corner out easily. So that was a disappointment, but we've won the game, which is the most important thing. It closes the gap to a point on these. Although more importantly, it gets us closer to 50 points in the first place. So we always say that's our first thing we need to achieve. Still not there yet. We need to go and do that and then see where it takes us after that. But the confidence that comes from that performance, the goals that we scored, the chances we created, and three wins on the bounce, and I think the first time we've won a game conceding a goal, which is, that's even though it's disappointing, it's a different stat, but we'll take them how they come and move on.
You obviously got the win. You certainly had a lot of pressure to deal with in the second half, didn't you?
Yeah, absolutely, and that against them. They're a really good quality team. The players that they've got with Roberts-Clark, with Diallo in behind Gelhardt, the two midfield players, one's from PSG on loan, Mitch and Neil behind alongside him. The two centre halves are really good centre halves. One from Arsenal that they signed at the start of the season. The two full backs for them, Trey Hume and Elise, again from West Ham. Really good, powerful players. They play a really expansive game. They try and triple up over one side, try and make it difficult for you. If you get that wrong, then they can switch the play. They were trying to switch the play really at will. We tried to stop that. Very difficult to do it. So you end up running your legs out of the game if you're not careful. What I was pleased with was we kept that that attacking threat is still there. You have to wait for your moments because of the quality that they've got. It's there for everybody to see. They're a good side. But I was pleased with the way that we did that. Limited them to very few opportunities or very few sightings of goal. Defended well where we needed to do. There was a couple of melees in the box where we got a free kick from a corner and the ensuing thing, but there was some niggling little fouls that the referee was giving. they went down too easily for me. The fouls, the challenges on Viktor up front weren't given. So there were things there that in the game that were different. It was different today, but like I say, they worked really hard. Jamie Allen's goal, outstanding, really good team goal, really well worked goal. And the second one Viktor scored was nothing more than he deserved for his work rate, and the team behind that was phenomenal.
Yeah. They had a lot of possession. You had to soak up a lot of pressure in that second half. It was they were getting through quite a number of times, weren't they?
Yeah, obviously the press that we set out to do didn't work at times, but obviously in the second half you might have seen that me and Bidders pushed on higher, and then they got trapped. So it was just finding a balance when to press and when to sit off, really, because he had a lot of possession which was hard to control, and they switched the ball well, so it was kind of hard to stay up and get the pressure on when they kept switching the ball. So.
But in the end you got that second goal to give you that cushion.
Yeah, seeing that goal go in, obviously I was off the pitch then, it was kind of relaxing for me. But obviously seeing them attack and score a goal was a bit of change of moods, but yeah, it was good to see Gyokeres back on the pitch again, getting an assist, and obviously Vic scoring is a plus. So yeah,
kind of getting used to Viktor scoring, aren't we?
Yeah, he's scored a load of goals. He's a big player for us, and obviously when you see him in front of goal, you expect it to go in. So yeah.
So it was an unchanged side for the third straight game, and it's 3 wins on the trot. You really are sort of pushing up towards those playoffs.
Yeah, I think we found our rhythm now. Obviously, last week we had 3 games, which was a lot for us. So having this week to prepare for this game was a lot better for our legs, should I say? And obviously it's paid off. So yeah.
And 10 points from a possible 12 from your last 4. What do you put that turnaround in results to?
It's really good. Obviously, getting them points is a plus, especially for pushing for playoffs. And we've just got to keep on going. And with this rhythm, I can see us like pushing playoffs. So yeah.
Do you just think in previous matches before this run you were a little bit unlucky in terms of the results?
Yeah, obviously the games came thick and fast, so obviously it was a bit tired legs. But yeah, now we're changing it around now, and now we're pushing forward, which is good to see.
And what was it like coming up against your former employers?
It was good to see them first and foremost. Like obviously there was a big part of my start of my career last year. So it was good to see them, but obviously it was good getting the win as well. So yeah.
And do you feel as though you're feeling the benefits of playing, pretty much a full season with them last year?
Yeah. Obviously last year I was getting tired towards the end of the season, so I've just got to manage that and just keep on going. So yeah.